Hey, this is Chris and welcome to this video. I'm going to show you how to integrate custom fields into your text messages with Infusionsoft. It's really simple. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a group, and from a call loop we always need to just create a group. Now you may not want to actually add context to the group, but we need a group in order to create the text messages and voice messages. So I'm just going to call this one Infusionsoft, and it's totally up to you. If you want to add somebody to your group, you can integrate, but in this case I just want to create a text message and merge in a custom field that my campaign actually triggers. So I'll just create this group, and next we'll go to messages triggers, and I'm going to create a trigger. So think of triggers as your template library for text and voice messages. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to call this one, maybe we'll call it appointment reminder. Okay, so what I can do is I can create my text messages or my text message, and I can merge in some information. So I want to merge in, let's say, the first name of the contact, and your appointment is on date. Okay, so any field that I want to merge into call loop, I would just put brackets around it and then basically a word, right? So date, and maybe I want to put time. Okay, now I'm under the assumption that I'm going to collect this information from an Infusionsoft web form, or I've already collected it from a contact. So let's head over to Infusionsoft, and here is a sequence, right? So maybe what I want to do is maybe we can do a timer. We can do a delay timer. We can do whatever we want. So here's how you do a custom field. So you just drag over an HTTP post, and we will actually, before we create it, what I want to show you is how to merge this in. So with call loop, the required information is phone. Now this has to be in all lowercase, and it has to be lowercase phone. So I'm going to go and simply merge in the phone one field, which is the phone field we're collecting on the web form, right? Now because I'm asking or merging in the person's first name, well, I need to pass over the first name. So I'll go to most common and I'll pass over first. Now the other information I'm passing is this one called date. So I'll put date in here, and I have a custom field called appointment date. Okay, so I can merge in that. Now whatever field you want to merge in here, you can do that. So the other field I have is time, and I'm just making up that word, right? So if I called this, AP date, well, this needs to match what I have in Infusionsoft. So this needs to say AP date. Now if I just kept it as date, well, call loop is not going to recognize date because there's one called AP date and time. So it needs to match as it's in the brackets. So let's say I want to merge over time. So I would put time, right? And on this one I have appointment date and time. Okay, so I would just put time. Right now if I called it maybe let's call it something else, let's say plan, right? And I want to merge over a custom field called plan. So your appointment is on date, and you have the plan. Okay, now again, whatever is in the brackets needs to match what I have over here, so that would work. Okay, so that's how you do custom fields. It's very simple, and what I would do here is I would simply just create this trigger. I would get this code, copy this, head over to Infusionsoft, paste it in, and turn it on. Now an easy way to test this from Infusionsoft is to actually put in your mobile phone number and send yourself a test message. So if I click on any of these, it's going to send a test, and it's going to send it to this number. Okay, and maybe I want to merge in this information, or put in this information in here to make sure what it looks like. So once you send yourself a test and the message looks good, then you can just convert this back to phone 1 and turn it on, and you're good to go. So that's how you do custom fields, and feel free, you can add as many as you want. The one thing you want to be wary of is the length of the text message, right? Because you only have a certain amount of characters and the custom fields could be very long. So you may want to test what it actually looks like first, or what the end result will look like, and hopefully make sure that it stays below here. If you need to pass over larger custom fields, it may be wise just to remove and only show the most important ones, which are date and maybe a plan or something like that. So that's how you do it.